Do you all know Count Dracula? The vampire from all those stories that go back long, long ago? Well, depending on who you ask, he either lives in a castle in Transylvania or in a hotel for monsters and humans alike. Whichever version is more correct, one thing all the stories agree with is that Transylvania is a haunted town, home to many magical creatures of the night. Meet Hermes and Ishtar, mom and dad of the Monstar family. Hermes is a Trismegistus, monster for scientists. He is also a very smart inventor and is always building some new contraption in the basement. He is known in Transylvania for the invention of lunar panels that capture light from the moon and turn it into electricity. When he first showed them to the town, everybody thought that he was crazy and that they were too complicated to ever work. But now there are lunar panels everywhere you go. Hermes is a silly monster who is always telling dad jokes. He loves jazz music and plays table tennis with his son. Ishtar is a fashion designer. The house is always full of fabrics and ribbons and buttons and thread. You can usually find her drawing on her sketchbook or sewing away, preparing dresses and outfits for her next collection. She owns a boutique in downtown Transylvania and will soon host a party to showcase the fall line, featuring her latest designs. Her ideas are so fresh and daring that naturally her new collection is the talk of the town. She has been very busy putting all this together, but to see her creations walking down the street makes it worth all the hard work. She is a very joyful monster who likes tropical music. When she is in a good mood, she turns bright pink and dances around the house, taking any volunteers for dance partners. They have a beautifully monstrous family in a beautifully monstrous house down in the suburbs of Transylvania. The place is full of life and excitement, and there's always something going on with their 9-year-old son and 6-year-old daughter, and their 2 monster pets. Recently, they have been blessed with the newest addition to the family, a cute little monster baby.
Today, we're going to be learning how to make Ishtar, the mother of the Monstar family. The supplies you'll need are 1 aluminum foil cylinder, 1 pre-baked clay eye, 1 pre-baked clay smile, and 1 block of pink, light brown, dark blue, red, and white clay. To get started, roll out a flat strip of your pink clay and press onto your cylinder shape until it is completely covered. Make sure to smooth as needed. For Ishtar's mouth, roll out a long, thin worm of red clay. Then take your pre-baked clay smile and place into the middle of your foil cylinder. Place tiny portions of your thin red worm around the smile. Next, roll 3 small balls of your pink clay. Roll one of the balls into a teardrop shape, then apply to your cylinder right above Ishtar's smile. Shape is needed. Roll your remaining pink balls into little worms, bend each into a point, and place onto the sides of Ishtar's smile. For Ishtar's eye, take your pre-baked eye and place just above the nose you made. Take a bit of pink clay, roll into a ball, and then into a worm, and place above and around the eye. This is the brow bone. For the ears, take 2 small balls of pink clay, flatten them, and press on either side of the face you just created. And now for the arms. Roll 2 slightly thicker worms out of your pink clay. and place in a bent shape onto each side of Ishtar's cylinder body. Make 2 small balls out of your white clay. Roll them into worms, flatten them, and then roll them up into spirals. Take a portion of pink clay and a slightly smaller amount of dark blue and mix together until you get purple. Take a bit of your new purple clay, roll into a long thin worm, and split in 2. Take one of your split purple worms and curve the ends together to make a hoop. Place onto one of Ishtar's ears and do the same with your remaining purple worm. Take your little white spirals you made earlier and place at the tops of the purple hoop earrings you just made. Now for the hair. Make 14 small balls out of your brown clay. Roll each of them into thick worms, flatten them, roll each into spirals like you did with your earring details, and set aside. Repeat this with your remaining flat brown worm shapes. Take each of your brown spirals and place around the edge of the top of Ishtar's cylinder head. Then fill in the middle with your remaining brown spirals. Make tiny little worms of light brown clay and place on the edges of every other brown spiral. These will give Ishtar's hair some highlights. For the final step, let's give Ishtar a beautiful blue bead necklace. Make about 14 to 20 small balls out of your dark blue clay and place them in a row around the bottom half of Ishtar's cylinder body. And now you've made a beautiful clay sculpture of Ishtar, the mother of the Monstar family.